Karen's Kitchen. I'm doing a soup today because it's on the cool side here. We're only in the 60s. Rain. And I had to put my heat on this morning because it was so cold in the house. June, no less, I had to put my heat on. Anyway, it is what it is. So I thought I'd come in here and do a soup because it'll taste pretty good. This will be my lunch. There's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Let me go ahead and share this out, and then I'm going to ask for a share. There's Tammy. Good to see you, Tammy. Ask for a share, and then I'm going to go ahead and share this out. Thank you all for sharing this out, and following me and giving me the hearts and super hearts. I appreciate it very much. You guys are awesome. It's because of you that I come in here every day. There's darling Linda. Just being me today is here. Welcome everybody that's in here. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay. I'm going to put this on sear. Get this hot so I can put my oil in it. Good to see everybody today. Let me get my oil out. And I'll just put some oil in. They said spray oil, but I'm not going to use spray oil. I'll just put some in here. There's my daughter. There's Sweetie. Good to see everybody. You're here to learn? Awesome! I'm here to help you learn. I'm here to teach. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Let me go ahead and put this back. Because I am a vegan. For those that don't know who I am a vegan. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hi. Good to see you, Sharon. Good to see you. This is a soup that it should be very easy to make for everybody. I went and got the tomato paste because I didn't have it. But I did everything about an hour or so ago. I was cutting everything up, getting it ready to go because I wanted to come on here directly about 1:30 and I didn't want to be late. So I cut everything up ahead of time and have it sitting here. You can see I've got my onions and my carrots, and there's also garlic in here too because that's what goes in here to be sauteed. I got to get this heated up first. Well, what's everybody's weather doing? What kind of soup? It is a vegetable. It's an Instant Pot vegetable noodle soup. Gluten-free. You could probably make it gluten-free. You know how you can make it gluten-free? Use gluten-free pasta. For me, it's not. I don't have to worry about that. But it doesn't say it is. But I'm assuming if you want to make it gluten-free, then you just buy a gluten-free pasta. Go that route. So I have. What I purchased today, and I'm going to put in there, is some. I got some. If you can see here, this is non-GMO. This is Garden Delight Veggie Rotini. It's different colors. It is made with carrot, tomato, and spinach pasta. I'm going to put that in there because I thought that would make real good in a vegetable soup. So I'm going to put that in instead. I thought that'd be awesome. Hi, Natasha. Good to see you. Welcome. So I want to put that in there. I got to get this hot, and then I got to add my onion, garlic, and carrots. So we had rain just a few minutes ago. It was just pouring down rain. I couldn't believe it. And we normally don't get rain in June, but it was just pouring down. But I'm glad we did get rain, nonetheless. I'm real happy about that because we need rain bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Oh, it's hot enough now. Put my timer on 2 minutes. Hi, Arlene. Good to see you, sis. I'm just getting started. Whoa, 103. Whoa. Now that's a little bit too hot. Oh, you get ready to eat out? Ah, well, this is my lunch. Now that's a little too hot. We're going to be 92, like I said, a couple days next week. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's too hot. 103, you can have it. I don't want it. I do not want it. Oh no, I don't want that at all. Oh my goodness. This has to be, I'm just stirring this around, kind of keep it from burning. That's to be just for 2 minutes. Then I add everything else. 89, oh boy. I know my daughter's been pretty warm, and then In Missouri, they've had a lot of rain. They've been flooding out, you know. Here, we don't have that problem. We don't get the rain to flood. Although a few minutes ago, like I said, it just poured down rain. It poured for probably 10, 15 minutes, and that's good because we do need rain. I'm glad it did rain. I didn't expect it to because this time of year, it never rains. Flooding in Canada, is that unusual for Canada getting flooding? Because I know the Midwest is bad for trying to get their crops in the ground. My daughter said they're struggling in there in Missouri to try to get their fields planted because there's so much water. Everything's underwater. You can't plant your fields when they're soaking wet. I know when we lived in Indiana, there was many a time that we couldn't get our crops in when we wanted to. And then after we got them in, then in the fall it would rain and rain and rain. We couldn't get them out of the ground very early. So we'd be working until December trying to get our stuff out of the ground. I never did like that, but that's the way. Such is life, you know. Stop that. All right. Now I'm gonna cancel this, and then mix in the sweet potato, tomato paste, and spices and herbs. And okay, sweet potato. I've got some sweet potato. It was half a sweet potato that I diced up. I'll put that in here. And I put it on cancel because it's still hot, so it won't. Let's see how much tomato paste. I believe it's got this right here. Tablespoon of. Okay, a tablespoon, I think, of. Oh, let me see if I can find that. Where's it at? Yeah, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. All right, there we go. Finger in there to kind of get it out. I'll wash my fingers off. I won't touch anything else till I wash my finger. Okay. Let me go wash my finger. Okay. All right. Now tomato paste and spices and herbs and stir to coat. Okay. Now, I gotta see what my spices are. Okay. Paprika. Teaspoon of paprika. Okay. Oh, hi, Sandra. Good to see you. Welcome. I don't think you're ever in my cooking scopes much. Thank you for coming in. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Set this up for 1/4. Okay, where's my garlic powder? Make sure I get garlic powder, not onion powder. Okay. I happened to get everything out when I was doing this, so I have everything sitting here, so everything's already out. So I'm not hunting for it. Because I always have a tendency to forget to get them out and then have to hunt for them, and that takes away from the scope, and I want to get it done right. So I don't know why that keeps popping off. Okay. All right, let's see this back here, and then 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. All right. Here. Pinch of dried basil, oregano, thyme, and parsley. Okay, a pinch. Well, I'll just take a little bit in here. Basically like that. And all these are organic that I got at Walmart in the spice aisle. Here. So don't use those. Put that in there again. Don't want to do it twice. Okay. And I'm just using that, just doing a pinch, just a little bit. a little bit more, and I really needed to try to put this back. There we go. Okay. Oh, got some new oregano. I forgot to open this. At least I cut it out, but I forgot to open it because I was out of oregano. I had forgotten that I had to buy a new oregano, so I didn't open this. Now, let me get a... There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. Now, got those. Okay. And if you comment and I don't see it, it's not because I'm ignoring you on purpose. I'm trying to get this done, and I'll go back and I will scroll up and see if there's any comments that I missed. Okay, now I can stir this in here. Oops. Now, add the stock, sweet corn, and pasta. Okay, now it calls for 5 cups of stock. Hi, good to see you. This is vegetable stock. There's only 4 cups in here. So what I'm going to do is I have some, and I don't think it really matters. I've got a little broth, some broth that I had left over from before. It's been refrigerated. I'm going to add it. I'm going to measure out a cup and put that in there. I don't think it's going to really matter, because this is only 4 cups total. See how much is in here. I'm not really sure. It's probably more than a cup. Not enough to even see the rest of it. I'll just pour that in there. That way I get my 5 cups. Not that it really matters much, probably. All right. Now, sweet corn. And it's supposed to be a 1/2 cup of sweet corn. So let me go ahead and measure out 1/2 cup of sweet corn. You can use fresh or frozen. This was frozen, but I did set it out because it started wanting to, you know, how they freeze it up in the store. It gets really frozen, so I wanted to set it out just so I could work with it. I'll put that over here. Then, let's see. Sauce, sweet corn, and pasta. Okay. Now, my pasta, this is I'm going to put this in here. It's a, and I'm going to use my readable one because this will be a little easier to measure it out with this. Basically, it's 100 grams. So it's only about 3.5 cups of, or 3.5 cups, 3.5 ounces. So I'm going to measure it out in this. Doesn't take very much, but you can see it's kind of pretty. There we go, about like that. Maybe a little bit more than that, but isn't it pretty? I'm going to put that in there. You don't need very much of it. And this is non-GMO. I just got this today at Walmart. It's Ronzoni. Ronzoni. Okay. Now it says to add the lid, close the valve, and set to. Okay, I'm going to stir this around just a little bit. And I'm going to put the lid on. And this only goes for 4 minutes, so it won't take very long. Custom time down to 4 minutes. There. Okay, there. I got her all going now. And the spinach will come at last. I'll stir in the spinach at the very last after I take the lid off. So how's everybody doing otherwise? Let me go ahead and put this stuff back real quick, and then I can go back and see what you're saying. There we go. Got them all put away. Oh, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Let me put my frozen corn away. Okay, there we go. Well, this here, yeah, the measure-alls are, because this side is the solid side and this is the liquid side. Now, the readable ones, I don't think, or the stackable ones, I don't think there's any difference. Because I've used the stackable ones for both solids and liquids. And like I said, this is the stackable one. This is the 1 cup. Then you have the 2 and the 4. As you can see, the markings are real simple on here. You see how those markings are? You don't have to stretch your eyes to look at your markings. It tells you exactly, you know, you can see them. That's why I like these readable ones, because it's real easy. Most of the time you have to come bend down like this. This you don't. The markings are real clear. They don't come off. Like I said, I don't really think there's a differentiation. But like when you go to use these, you want to differentiate between your liquids and solid. This is the solid side. This is the liquid side. So that's the differential in the measure-alls. I like them because you can use them for both. That makes it nice. The measure-alls I use a lot. I use them more than I do any other measuring cups. I like them because they're simple. So how's everybody doing otherwise? Thank you for coming in and being here. I do appreciate it. And since we are cool today, that's why I'm doing a soup, because I wanted to have a soup for lunch. Soup is really good this time of year, especially when it's cool outside. It's good. Actually, soup is good any time of year. I'm not particularly good on cold soup. You can fix cold soup in the summer, and I've got a recipe for it. But I don't really like the cold soup all that much. To me, it just doesn't taste good. So when it's cool like it is today, we're only in the 60s, which is very unusual for June, because we usually get really hot by now. We get in the 80s and we get in the 90s, and now it's only in the 60s and raining. I'm thinking, wow, it is really changing, because we hardly ever get rain this time of year. We just don't get it. Oh, you made vegetable soup yesterday? Awesome. Awesome. Well, I know a couple days ago, Alexis did in the quick cooker. She made the vegetable stock, and then she went and made the vegetable soup. Here, no, they're not out yet. Some of them go a lot later. My daughter's my grandkids are out, but they're in summer school right now. It's hot in Texas. Oh my good. I am in Oregon. We just don't get much rain here during the summer. We usually don't get any until November. It'll shut off in May, and then won't turn back on until November. So my grass always turns brown. Well, I wasn't going to let that do that this year, because I have a lot of bare spots. And I went and a few weeks ago I went and got my spreader out that I had bought when I moved here, and my daughter-in-law helped me pick it out, and puts my seed in it, my grass seed, and spread it on the front yard. And I've been watering it diligently. And I could just see it starting to come through now. It takes quite a while. Now that it's cooler, it'll be a lot better for it, because it was hot and dry, and it's not as good for it. But now that it's cool and we got a little bit of rain on it, hi, good to see you, welcome. It should really help it grow fast. I'm going to have to mow it again on Sunday, provided it doesn't rain. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's starting to grow up quite a bit. I have to mow it every week now that I'm watering it, because it does grow pretty fast. But I'll mow it on Sunday. I was going to mow it today, but well, it was wet when I got home, and I don't want to get my mower out when it's wet. So I'll just wait till Sunday and mow it. Be a lot better then. Hopefully it won't be raining. I heard somebody down the street mowing right now. I don't see how they can do that. The grass is wet and it sticks to your blade. Yes, I do. I have an electric mower. I have a very small yard. I have an electric mower, so I just rather do it myself. That's what my daughter keeps saying, is to hire someone to do it, but it isn't that hard for me to do. So I do it because it's not. I bought an electric mower a long time ago. My ex-husband put it together for me. He showed me how to use it. And I just go out and mow my own grass when it needs it. It doesn't take that long to do it, and I don't mind doing it. I actually have fun mowing the grass. It isn't that hard, because it's real easy to work with. So I go out and do it. I mean, it's not that big a yard to bother have to hire anybody anyway, and they probably charge an arm and a leg, and I don't want to do that. I would rather mow it myself because it's going to mount up. Yeah, it is. It's good exercise. The only thing I have to keep doing, it's exercise enough to walk through the yard and mow, but I got to keep moving the electric cord. I have to keep flip it from side to side so the mower doesn't run over it and cut it in two. So I have to do that. Sometimes I have to stop it to move it, and sometimes I can just flip it without stopping it. But I have to do that too. So it takes a little bit longer when I've got to worry about the cord, and I first of all, before I go out there, I got clippers, and I clip the edges down. Any grass on the edges that the mower can't get, I clip that all down first. And then I get the mower out, then I start mowing away. It just doesn't take me very long. Maybe a half hour if the most, if that, 15, 20 minutes to a half hour. It's not that long. The heat of the day, though, when it's really, really hot, I hate doing it because it gets me too hot. I wear sunglasses. I don't really wear a hat, but I do wear sunglasses when I'm out in the out in the heat. But right now it's not bad at all. But I do, like I said, I do. Hi, Richard. Good to see you. Welcome. I've got my soup in the quick cooker right now. Good to see you. But I right now I don't have to worry about mowing. I'll mow in the next couple days when it dries down a little bit. I'm glad we got the rain. I didn't think we'd get the rain, but I'm glad we did because the rain helps things grow. And we sit here so much with it dry all summer long, and I don't see how things grow. And they really don't, because the grass likes to turn brown. I don't want it turning brown on me, so I mow it. Well, I think it's time for you. I'm going to block you. I'm blocking you. Goodbye. Oh, good, you couldn't listen to me, so he was awful. He don't have to come back on. Oh, my goodness. Some people are really bad. Really? What? I'm not... What am I saying that's bad? Oh, my goodness. You get all kinds of people. Yeah, it is sad. He's got a problem. Yep. He didn't want to listen. He didn't have to come in here. He knew what this was about. If he didn't want to come in here and didn't want to hear me, he could have left. Well, yeah, I know it was really weird, but I did what I had to do. Well, that way keeps him from coming back at any more of my periscopes. I wasn't saying anything bad. What the heck? I know mercy is right. We just have to pray for people like that. I don't know what his problem was, but at least he's gone now. I don't have to worry about him ever coming back on my periscope. He's blocked. So if he left before I blocked him, I was still able to block him, so he can't come back. So you get all kinds of people, But anyway, I'm glad the weather's cooler a little bit today. I don't like it real hot. When it gets 92, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, I'll tell you. We got a couple of days of that. Going to get down to 88. I did turn my air conditioner off. I may have to turn it back on. Yeah. Oh, he's racist. Oh, you know who he is? He's racist to older people. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm glad. I wish somebody would have told me who he was. It's a shame. What he liked to. Yeah, a little bit earlier than I normally am. I wanted to get this done because this is my lunch, and I had all the prep work done before by noon. Well, I started at noon, and by 12:30 I was all done with my prep work. So I took a little break and sat down at my computer, was watching YouTube and that. And I thought by 1:30 I'd come on and do it and get this done. I wanted to get the prep work done so I wouldn't have to be wasting a lot. Well, I don't do it in here anyway. I usually have prep work done, but I'm always starting it late. So today I decided to start early. I come back from Walmart, then got to start on it right away. Oh, you've seen him in other scopes? That's a shame. It sounds to me like he's got a problem. He doesn't want to do anything but criticize other people and say bad things. Well, he's not needed and not wanted in anybody's scope when he does that. I don't know if he's ever done it in Alexis's scope or not, but 4 hours? Where are you at? Oh, who that? I don't. Hi, good to see you. I don't talk crap to older people. If you meant yourself. Oh, you're on the East. Well, East Coast is only 3 hours ahead of me because Alexis is in Georgia and she's 3 hours ahead of me, not 4. I'm in Oregon. If it was another state like Alaska, yeah, it would be 4 hours because Alaska I think is behind us. But we are not. We're only 3 hours behind Eastern time. 2 hours behind my daughter. 2 hours. That's Central time, and then Eastern time are 3 hours. Hawaii, I think we're about 5. I think. We're 5 hours ahead of Hawaii, I think. 4 or 5, something like that. Hi, Missy. Good to see you. So I've got, my thing just came to pressure. So it's only going to take just a few minutes, and then it'll be done. It hasn't counted down the time yet. Good to see you. I've already had to do some blocking in here. Somebody got mean and nasty, but, that's the way it is. But I'm glad to see everybody in here today because... This is Darla Linda. You having trouble staying on? Welcome back. It's good to see everybody in here. Yeah, the creepers are out today. You're right. Oh, it's 12 p.m. in Hawaii. Yeah, we are. So I'm only 2 hours ahead of you in Hawaii, from Hawaii then. Okay, I will. What am I going to eat with the soup? I might have some sandwiches. I don't know. I might eat some sandwiches. But in case you just came in and you want to know what's in this soup, I can tell you. It's one onion finely chopped, 1 large carrot diced, 1/2 of a small sweet potato diced. And my sweet potatoes are pretty good size, so I just cut it in half and then peeled it and then washed it and diced it. 1 clove of garlic. We know I use my garlic press. 1/2 cup of frozen sweet corn. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. 1 teaspoon of paprika. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and chili powder. A pinch of dried basil, oregano, thyme, and parsley. Salt and black pepper. I forgot the salt, but that's okay. 5 cups of vegetable or chicken stock. And I put the pasta in. It's all about 3.5 ounces of pasta. And the spinach would go in last. I'll put the spinach in when it's done. I'll just put in as much as I want. It says 4 handfuls of spinach, and then because it wilts up, because it'll be hot, it just wilts right up. You don't even have to cook the spinach, because you don't want to cook the spinach anyway. Because I made a red lentil spinach soup a while back, and the spinach went in last. Oh, it was amazing. That spinach really flavored it up. And I did buy some spinach today. It's I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Some fresh spinach. This looks really good. It's all been washed and everything. So, I could have got the baby spinach. Oh, yeah. Spinach is an acquired taste. Now, I can put it in things, I don't mind spinach too much. Kale, now that's a little bit different. I think kale is strong. Spinach is not. Spinach is a lot better than kale. I know Leslie Nance, she doesn't come on Periscope anymore, but she's her go-to kitchen. She can't stand kale. She always hated kale. Yeah, I don't buy kale. There are recipes that call for kale, and I just kind of leave it out or put something. I think I can substitute spinach for the kale. Put a substitute other. Hi Jen, good to see you. Welcome. I can substitute other greens for kale because I just don't care for kale. My daughter, she doesn't care for cilantro. She says it tastes like dirty dishwater. Yeah, she did. Leslie did quit. Yes. Except in a smoothie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did because she is a counselor for the ones that have cancer, and she wanted to devote all her time to her cancer patients. So that's why she doesn't do Periscope anymore. And she just moved in April anyway from Colorado to Texas. Oh, no. Yeah, my daughter says it tastes like dirty dishwater. It is a strong tasting. I'll agree, cilantro. It's an acquired taste. So I have it in dried, and I have it also in fresh. I use dried most of the time over the fresh. But if it calls for fresh cilantro, I'll chop it up and I'll put it in there, but I'd rather not use it. I don't know why they like cilantro so well. Let me get some water, but they do. Cilantro is just, oh, now it's down to 2 minutes, so as we start counting down. No, not really. Quitting Periscope is not rude if your life does not permit you to be on here, because this is social media after all. She has a right to quit. I mean, her patients are mean more to her than Periscope, so I understand why she quit. She's not being rude quitting. I enjoyed having her on, but I told her you have to do what's best for you. Her patients mean everything to her, and since she counsels them in cancer, because she was a cancer patient herself, and she survived it. So she can go out and coach other people that have cancer and devote her 100% of her time to it. That's why she quit Periscope, to devote 100% of her time to her cancer patients. And I applaud her for that, because that's a hard work to do. You know, she sets up meetings with them and everything. Oh, does it? I didn't know that cilantro was good for getting rid of heavy metals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Wow. I didn't know that's... I guess it does have a good properties then, but it's just I don't like the flavor of it. Oh, my goodness. I suppose if I needed it to cleanse my body, I would bite the bullet and eat some. But I don't think I'd eat it like itself, by itself. I'd put it in something. Okay, this is done. Now I'm going to hit cancel. That was fast. Go ahead, and I got to manually release this now. I believe that's what I have to do. Yep. And then I'm going to put some spinach in it. As you can see, there's a lot of steam coming out. I do it this way so it doesn't get on my cupboards. It won't affect my counters as much. Turn it away from it. It doesn't, and I love this quick cooker because it makes everything so much quicker. A soup you put on the stove would take a lot longer to do than if you put it in a quick cooker. You know, it's real good for that. It's real good for getting things done fast. And it doesn't heat your house up. That's one good thing about it. The quick cooker does not heat your house up. I'm loving that. Especially on real hot days. It's not hot right now, but when it gets real hot, I wouldn't want it heating my house up, making it hotter than it already is. So now I don't have to worry about that. It's not going to do it. And I'm going to stir the spinach in as soon as it comes, I'll get this open. It says 4 handfuls, but I'll just judge it for myself. Stir it in there. Nope, still up yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the winter you don't mind your house being heated up, but not now. Not in the summertime. You don't want your house heated up. You really don't. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. You want to unplug this because you don't want to leave it plugged in because it's always going to be on. So I unplug it. Get this out. Okay. Okay, and I will get I'm going to go ahead and put this down here so you can see. I'm going to put my spinach in it. Push this back. Let me go get my tongs, which I did forget. I want to go get those real quick. So I can bring this out so you can watch me put the spinach in here, stir it in here, and then I'm going to put it back in there and I'm going to put it in my bowl. I don't think I have to put 4 handfuls of spinach in there. That's going to be an awful lot of spinach. There we go. I'm just going to put 1 big handful. Just to stir through the spinach in there. And it'll just wilt right up. It's starting to wilt up already. Wow. Put it in there because it's hot and it wilts right up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, put this back in my thing, and I'm going to get my bowl out. And I could probably put this back because my bowl can sit down here because it won't be hot and I can sit it on there. I just had to put the pot on that. Okay, now I've got my bowl. Just And I will get out my, I got to go get my ladle. I think I know where my ladle's at. Let me go get it. Away. Oh, I know what I can do. Use this scoop and drain. I can do this. Use this. This will work. Okay, I can do this. Okay. I couldn't find my ladle, but this will work. This is the scoop and drain from Pampered Chef. So, I can always pour. Can always pour some, wow, look at this. Woo! And I can always take the juice. If I want to put some juice in here, which I will. It's getting some juice. Pour some juice back in here. Yeah, I don't know where my ladle, I put my ladle somewhere and I can't find it. This works fine. Oh, man. Wow. This is a good looking soup. I'm just about, oh, man. It's going to just about put it all in here, except I'm going to get the juice out of here. But you can get about all the stuff out of here. Oh, you came in late? Homemade is always the best. Yes, it is. Oh, hi, Linda. I didn't see you come on. Hi, sis. Good to see you. Yeah, always the best. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of my juice in here because basically that's all I got left in here is a lot of juice. You know, everything else is gone. So that, you know, I'm actually, I want to have a little bit. I want to have some liquid. The rest of it, I can toss it or whatever. There. Now, what do you think of that? And you can top it with whatever you want to top it with. You can top it with shredded cheese or Parmesan cheese or whatever you want to top it with. I'm going to get some shredded cheese. Let me top it with that and see what it looks like. Sour cream is in the freezer again. Sour cream, I wouldn't put that on here, but it's still in the freezer. I froze it up. So I cannot put that. I can't put that on here because it's frozen. I left it in there because now, what do you think of that? I don't have any dried basil, or I mean any fresh basil. I put dried basil in it, but I don't have any fresh, so I can't do that. But look at this. Isn't this oh, look at that. I'm going to go ahead and if you'll indulge me, let me go get a spoon and I'm going to try this and I'm going to see what it tastes like and let you know. As they always say, a good cook tastes her food. I know I'm probably making people hungry doing this. Well, yeah, I almost need a fork. Yeah, but doesn't that look good, though? Wow, look at the colors on that. That is awesome. This is really awesome. This is really a soup. In case you're wondering, this is what I put in it. I put these are veggie rotini in there, so it makes it a little more colorful. It's got more color to it than just plain And I had some rotini, plain rotini. Oh, I don't care for hot sauce, so I won't put that on there. Sorry, I'm not into real hot stuff. I don't like real hot stuff, so I will put that on there. I can't do heat. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot to do heat. It affects my stomach. So I can't do that. But you can see the spinach is all wilted up. Oh, yeah, it didn't take very long to make it. And it is awesome. It really, really tastes good. I mean, it's got your sweet potato in it. It's got carrots in it. It's got corn. It's got tomato paste. It's got your pasta. Of course, I put the spinach in last and your stock. You know, and I took a whole thing of stock, and then I had some broth left, and I just put the rest of what I have of broth, put that in there to make it enough. But wow, look at it. The colors. Oh, you missed the recipe? Okay, let me give it to you. I'm going to post this up on my vegan Facebook page, so you'll have the recipe there because I'm going to post it up there. It's got 1 onion in it, finely chopped, 1 large carrot diced, a half a small sweet potato diced, because my sweet potato is pretty good size, so I just cut it in half, peeled it, or washed it, peeled it, and diced it up the best I could. A clove of garlic crushed, and we also know I use my garlic press. A half a cup of frozen sweet corn. A tablespoon of tomato paste. A teaspoon of paprika. A 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and chili powder. A pinch of dried basil, oregano, thyme, and parsley. Salt and black pepper, which I forgot the salt and black pepper, but that's fine. It tastes good just the way it is. 5 cups of vegetable or chicken stock, and I had 4 cups of because each box is only 4 cups, and I had some broth left, so I put a little bit of broth in it to make the 5 cups. And then your 3½ ounces of uncooked pasta of your choice, which this was my pasta I decided to use, the veggie pasta, and 4 handfuls of spinach, which I only put 1 handful in there because it was a lot of spinach. But look at the colors of it. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is a nice bowl. It really is a real nice bowl. And then this fell down in here. A real nice bowl. A real nice bowl. You like spinach? Yeah, spinach is an acquired taste for a lot of people. Spinach is real good though. I like to use it. But it called for putting spinach in it, and I thought, yeah, I might as well. Doesn't it though? And it tastes good too because I've already tried it. It tastes delicious. And I don't know about you. No, not yet. Not yet. Yes, it was. It's an Instant Pot recipe, but as we all know, an Instant Pot recipe can be done in any quick cooker. Because Instant Pot recipes are, because a quick cooker is just like an Instant Pot, only your wording is different. Hi, good to see you. So anytime you see an Instant Pot recipe, feel free to do it in your quick cooker because it can be done in there. Oh. Yeah, I know. I make myself hungry looking at it. I took a taste of it to see what it tastes like. Boy, and it does. I know a lot of people say when they come in here, they look hungry afterward, or they're hungry afterwards. I make them look so hungry, but it looks real good. I'm sure Alexis, I know she's on Weight Watchers, she could even try this. Because I don't know how many points she would get on it or anything, or if she'd have any points at all. But she's trying to watch what she's eating. No, not really. I've only put 3½ ounces of noodles in it. Oh, I hope it works out for you. I hope it works out. Oh, good. You can try it. I hope it works out, Jen. I really do. It should. They do have quick cheesecake recipes for the Instant Pot though, so you can. Okay. Yeah, that's what Alexa says. They have a new point program. But as far as the cheesecake, there's an actual cheesecake recipe for the Instant Pot, so you could try that first before the quick cooker. Because the quick cooker is specifically for the quick cooker. I don't know if you could use it in the Instant Pot. I would say you probably could. But, okay. Sharonda. All right. How far up, Sharonda? I don't know. I'm hungry. I don't know where it's at, Sharonda, but I'll keep... Oh, no, there won't be any leftovers, Sharonda, if that's what you're asking. No, because what this is all that's coming up, and what's left in here is just basically a lot of liquid. So they basically, that's what's in there. There's a little bit of noodles and stuff at the bottom, but I can take those out and add to it as I get down. But I bought this bowl specifically to put soup in, and it's big enough that it can hold a big enough portion that I filled up afterwards. But it's so, yeah, isn't it nice? It's awesome. It's really awesome. I love the colors. I mean, the colors just pop out. You can see it's got greens, it's got oranges, it's got yellows. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Look at my soup. I put a little vegan cheese, shredded cheese on the top. But it is an awesome recipe. And the spinach I added at the end, a big handful of spinach, and it welts it right up. Oh, and it tastes good too, Cheryl. I've tried it. I'm going to definitely post this on my vegan page because people are going to want to try this. You don't have to be vegan to like it. Oh, it is so good. You know, I try to make recipes that I know are going to be simple for you guys to make as well as me. Because who wants to spend hours upon hours and hours in the kitchen, you know? I don't want to, especially in the summertime when it starts getting real hot. I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. And with a quick cooker or Instant Pot, whatever you might have, it's not going to heat your kitchen up. That's what's good about it. So I probably will use it a lot more this summer than I will the stove. I mean, there are some things you can't put in a quick cooker or Instant Pot. You have to do them on the stove. But as long as I can put it in the quick cooker, I'm going to do it because it makes it a lot easier. It goes a lot faster. I only had this in there 4 minutes. I think 4 or 5 minutes is all it was. And look how good it. But you have a crock pot. It might work. This is actually an Instant Pot recipe. But since I have the quick cooker from Pampered Chef, any recipe that you find for the Instant Pot will work for the quick cooker. Basically, the concept is the same. The wording is just a little different. That's all. No, I wasn't always vegan. I was vegetarian most of my life. Well, actually, after I became a Seventh-day Adventist. But I still ate meat, which I shouldn't have eaten meat because vegetarians don't really eat meat. Oh, thank you for the super hearts. But I decided I better go vegan. Oh, you're vegetarian? Well, that's a good start. But I decided to go vegan and not eat any dairy. Eat the cheese, drink the dairy milk, eat eggs, or eat, I don't eat meat, eggs, dairy, cheese, fish, and stuff like that because I thought it'd be better for me. Yes, it does. I would say it really does. It replaces the rock crock. Absolutely. I thought about getting the rock crock, but then I thought, no, I got the quick cooker. The quick cooker is going to be just as good as the rock crock. I know Alexis has got the rock crock plus the quick cooker. You know, she's got an air fryer and all that. I don't want that. I wanted the quick cooker because I wanted to be able to cook meals in a hurry. And it does exactly what it says it does. Just a few minutes. Depending on how full you have it, it's going to take a little time. Yeah, she sure does. She does. Depending how full your quick cooker is, how full of liquid, the fuller it is, the longer it's going to take to come to pressure. Now, it didn't take mine very long to come to pressure for the simple fact that I sauteed my garlic, my onion, and my my garlic and my onion and garlic, onion, and carrots. I went and sauteed those. Basically a quick cooker is the same as an Instant Pot. Yes, they are different brands. What I'm using is a Pampered Chef brand. The wording is different on both. You have manual on your Instant Pot where you have custom for your quick cooker. You have saute for the Instant Pot, where you have sear for the quick cooker, which they do the same thing. On mine, I don't really set. You have your pre-programmed settings, and I use it if that's what it calls for. But most of the time, I just do the custom setting, and then I set the time for whatever I needed to set it for. Like when I did my dish the other day, I set it just for whatever I needed to set it for. You could set it for, because it was that burrito bowl, and I could have set it on the rice setting. They said either use the rice setting or you can do a manual setting, which is custom on the quick cooker. So I just did the quick cooker setting, and it was done, I think, in 3 or 4 minutes. So it was okay. Or maybe it was 5, I think it was. Anyway, it was good and done. It wasn't al dente. Oh, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Look at my soup. Doesn't that look awesome? Oh, and I've tried it. It is awesome. The flavors just pop right out. It takes pasta. So I decided I'm going to spice it up a little bit. I decided to get this Garden Delight veggie pasta, which has your carrot, tomato, and spinach pasta. The 3 of them together. And I thought that would be nice in a soup. It'd give it the color it really needs. Oh, I agree there. Absolutely. I would be afraid too, because you never know. Something could happen. It could short out, and then all of a sudden your house is on fire and you're sleeping. You're right. That is a smart thing to do. Well, I never leave my quick cooker on anyway. It's always unplugged. When it comes to my Vitamix, it's got a power button on. I just turn the power button on, and that's what turns it on. It's still plugged in, but it won't work unless I turn the power button. Yes, it's much safer that way. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. No, I don't drink coffee, but that makes a lot of sense. Yes. Especially when you're asleep at night. That is when it's the most dangerous, because you're not awake to watch it, and sure as shooting, when you're asleep, that's when something's going to happen, and you're not awake to take care of it. And if your house catches on fire and you don't get out in time, that's the end of it. So I'm glad that you do that, because more people need to think of doing that. Unplug your stuff before you go to bed at night. Stuff that has a power supply button to it, has a power button. You turn your coffee maker. Well, I don't have a coffee maker, but like I said, my quick cooker, I unplug it. Don't leave it plugged in. It's unplugged, because I don't want that running, that going on all the time, because it won't shut itself off unless you unplug it. So I just leave it unplugged. Plug it back in when I'm ready to use it. It's smarter that way. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Look at my soup. Doesn't that look good? Hi, Nola girl. Good to see you. Look at my soup. And it tastes absolutely divine. It really does. I put the spinach in at the very end. Hi, good to see you. I put the spinach in at the very end and it wilts it right up. I called for 4 handfuls, but since I used the bigger spinach, I just put 1 big handful. And you can see it wilted it right up. It just wilts it right up. See how it wilted? It's all wilted. Look at that. So it did a real good job. It is, and I made it in the quick cooker. It only took 5 minutes. Isn't that awesome? It saves time in the kitchen. It didn't heat my kitchen up. I'll be using it quite a bit this summer, because I don't want to heat my kitchen up. I don't want to stand over the stove when it gets 92, 95 degrees and cook. What I like about it, set it and forget it, more or less. You hear it's got a timer on it. When you hear the timer go off, that's when you either release it, quick release it, or you natural release it. Of course, you natural release it, you just let it go, and it'll automatically go down on its own. This one was a quick release, so I just quick released it right away. Each recipe is different. Some may tell you to release it right away. Some tell you to let it natural for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then release it manually. By the time that 10 minutes is done, you haven't got a whole lot of steam left in it anyway. But I follow the recipe to the letter, and I didn't put salt in this, but I don't think it really needs it anyway. It tastes good. I can always add it if I feel like I need to put. But it has all my other spices in there. It's got thyme in it. It's got oregano. It's got parsley. It's got basil. So it's got all the good things in it. It's got a sweet potato, part of a sweet potato in it. It's got some corn. It's got tomato paste. It's going to be awesome. It's an awesome flavor, and it's got vegetable broth in it and vegetable stock. It's got look at it. I put shredded cheese on top, vegan shredded cheese on top to give it a little extra color. But look at that. Doesn't that look good? This is awesome. It's really full of flavor. I'm going to love this. I wanted to do a soup since it's on the cool side today. We're raining, and it's only getting about 65 today. I turned my air conditioner off, and I thought I don't really need it when it's 65 degrees because it's not over abundantly hot. Well, I'll need it for next week when it gets 92 degrees. Unfortunately, it's going to get 92. I hate it, but it is what it is. You know, I'll have to deal with it. When it gets that warm, I'm going to want it to go back down to what it is now. I'll say, come on, go back down to 65, 70 degrees. You know, for me, if a summer it was all 70 or 75 degrees, that'd be fine. I wouldn't mind it at all. Hi, Phyllis. Good to see you. Welcome. I wouldn't mind it at all. But when it gets 95 and it gets 100 degrees, and we've had 95 and 100, yeah, it can get humid. It can get humid, pretty much. But when I come from Indiana, it's really a lot more humid than it is here. 70s is cold for you. Not really for me. It's awesome because at my age, oh yeah, you did. Oh, thank you for the super hearts. You can watch the replay. It shows you how I made it. But it doesn't get that high humidity here. Midwest, where I came from in Indiana, yeah, the 80s is okay. I can do 75, 80 degrees. But if it gets real hot, like it's 85, 90 degrees, that gets a little bit too hot for me, and I really can't. I just don't do well in heat. I never have. So I would prefer it just stay like it is now. But I'm thankful that it is cool right now. It's been raining off and on today, which amazes me because the weather really is changing here because we normally don't get rain all summer. We sit here suffering with heat and no rain, and our grass turns brown. Well, I'm not going to have a problem with my grass turning brown this summer. It's going to stay really pretty green because I'm watering it diligently when I need to. I do have a portable fan. I've got one here in the kitchen. I've got a fan in the hallway in my living room. I've got I live in Oregon, the state of Oregon, and I also have a portable air conditioner faces me, sitting next to the couch and my end table. It's off right now because it's cooler. I don't need it on right now. I'll turn it back on when it starts getting warm again. That's what I like about it. I can turn it off whenever I need to and turn it back on when I need to again. But I don't do well in heat. I never have. It's just hard on me. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. Welcome. It's hard on me. Here's my soup. Doesn't that look good? Look at that soup. That is an awesome color. It's just amazing. Yeah, when you get my age, I'm 71 years old, you get my age, the heat can be unbearable. It's just too much to handle. So I try to stay as close to my air conditioner as I can. I don't go outside in the heat. I stay away from outdoors. My dogs don't even go out in it. Chewy might sun himself for a little bit, but he'll come right back in the house and he'll want to lay down by the air conditioner to get cooled off because it's just too hot for them too. You know, with all the fur they have and everything. I just don't do well in heat. Oh, you have breathing problems? Yeah, that can help. That doesn't help at all. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, when you have breathing problems, no, that doesn't really help. You're right. I have to be careful too. You know, I'm pretty healthy as far as that goes, but knock on wood that it stays that way. But I never know if something can happen, so I'm trying to be very, very careful. And my son doesn't even want me out in the heat. Neither does my daughter-in-law. She told me last Sabbath she prefers that I not do my backyard myself. Have somebody else do it. But I says, I'm trying to get the weeds down for right now. I'm trying to get rid of them, and then we can work on it after that. Because it has to have a whole new yard put in because it's all on level. But I said, well, I want to get the weeds taken care of first because the people that had it before didn't really work with it. And I've been struggling every year since I've had it to try to keep the weeds out. So I'm finally getting them under control. Work with them, get them out of there, and then we could go from there. She really doesn't want me doing that, but oh, I am sure it is. I can just imagine. It probably gets, 100 degrees there in the summertime in Vegas? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, a weed killer. I do that. I go out and spray the weeds with a weed killer. I do not use Roundup, however. That is one I will not use. I suggest nobody use 110 plus. Whoa. No. I would not do good in that. I would be so miserable. I'd be dying. And the problem of it is in the summertime, what's the worst part of it is it stays daylight for so long and that heat just doesn't leave. And I say, come on, get dark already, because I know once it gets dark, the heat's gonna leave and it's gonna cool down. That's when I feel the best. But the summer, you know, we have real long days, and by the 4th of July, it doesn't get dark till almost 10 o'clock. Yep, it does. As you get older, it does get worse. Oh, I can imagine. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Vanita. Good to see you. Welcome. Here's my soup. You'll have to watch the replay. Here's what it looks like. And I put some vegan shredded cheese on top. And the spinach I added later. But it is, and the rotoni I used, rotini was a tricolor with your carrot, tomato, and spinach pasta. Oh man, yeah, I just don't do well. I don't do well in 90-degree heat, and I'm sure Alexis is probably hot right now. I just don't do well in 90, 95, 100. You can keep it. It's pretty rough. I would rather not have that temperatures. But, you know, I can't do anything about it if that's what they're forecasting. Now, I haven't looked at the weather report today, but as of yesterday, they said we're going to get 92 next week. And I'm not looking forward to that. I hope it's been changed between now and then. There wasn't supposed to be any rain today that I know of either, and it's been raining. So it's not right now. It stopped, but it was raining earlier before I came in. It was pouring down rain. But I'm glad for the rain. You know, we also need the sunshine, but we need the rain as well. 110 in Arizona. Oh, I know. I don't know how some people can go to Arizona in the summertime. Most people, I think, wait till winter, because Arizona, I've got a niece that lives in no, not a niece, excuse me, a cousin that lives in Tucson. She loves it there, but I don't think I could stand that heat in the summer. Oh my goodness. Man, it's rough. And I see her on Facebook, and she posts about the weather there, and I tell her, I said, well, you can have it. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, Tucson gets really hot. That's where my cousin's at. She's in Tucson. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep, yeah. That's right, a swimming pool, and you hope the water's cool enough to cool you off. You about need to be in a swimming pool when it's that hot. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh yeah. I don't have a swimming pool. There was one here before I moved in, but it was taken by the people that owned it before. So I don't have a swimming pool here. I have no use for one. If I want to get cold, just go in and take a cold shower. That's all I need to do is take a cold shower, cool off. That's what I might do in the summer. It gets real hot. I'll just go in and take a cold shower and cool myself off. I know that'll do it. But I just don't do well in heat. A lot of people don't, you know. And elderly like I am, we have to be really careful too, because they can die in the heat. Especially in Chicago. I've heard a lot lately where Chicago gets so deathly hot that people don't, ice water. A lot of my hair. A lot of your elderly people do not have air conditioning, so therefore they get real heat prostrated in the summer and they pass out. Let me wash my hands since I touched my hair. They get real hot and they don't do well, you know, and that's not good. I don't do well in the heat, not at all. If it doesn't get real hot this summer, we don't get in the hundreds, I'll be happy. But if it starts getting in the hundreds, I'm going to go, ugh. I'm going to dread it. I'm really going to dread it. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't do much about it because, you know, it happens. You know, it really does happen. But, wow, it seems like Vanita must be having a hard time staying on. I see my daughter left. She must have gone to the swimming pool for her, with her kids. Got the kids home from summer school and went in the swimming pool. But anyway, this is going to be posted up on my vegan Facebook page because it's going to be awesome. People are going to want to try this. I know. It is, yeah, I see. Oh, you are here. I just don't see your icon. I don't see your thing at the bottom. I thought maybe you went to the pool. Okay, I guess there's a lot more at the bottom than I thought. Anyway, My daughter is they're having a lot of rain, as flooding there. She goes to take her husband to work, and she has to take a roundabout way because she can't go because the road's flooded out. Oh man. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. People will try to call me calls that I don't know who the people are. Try to call me when I'm on Periscope, and I just decline them. If I don't know who they are. My son did call me one time when I was on Periscope, and I thought it was important enough to talk to him. But normally I don't. I just decline it if it's somebody I don't know. Yeah, it makes it freeze up. It seems like Forerunner and Dr. O are always getting phone calls when they're on Periscope, and it knocks you right off. I wish they would fix it that it didn't do that, but it is what it is. You can't stay on Periscope and be on a phone call. It would be nice, but you can't do that. Anyway, I'm going to have to go in a little bit because I want to get this eaten before it gets cold, because I don't like cold soup, not at all. And I don't know what I'm going to eat with this, but this is a big enough portion right here that it'll probably fill me right up. I might get a sandwich or something and fix that, but I think I'll make this the final shot. So, and I do a church scope tomorrow. Those that know that I do a church scope tomorrow, so I hope you come in on that. Yeah, I can eat some crackers with it too, right? I'm going to post this up on the Vegan Facebook page just the way it is before I put any crackers in it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here so I can eat this before it gets cold. Wait for me to come on tomorrow, my church scope, and those that don't come in there, that's fine. Sunday, I'll be doing another cooking scope again. I'll be finding a recipe between now and then to do on Sunday. So until we meet again, take care, God bless, bye-bye, and I love you all.